The water cycle. Water makes Earth special because it makes life possible. Water covers most of the Earth's surface. People, animals, trees, and all living things need water to survive. Yet water seems to just appear and disappear. Water falls out of the sky when it rains. But where does that water come from? A puddle on the sidewalk dries out in an hour. Where does that water go? The rain that once made the puddle becomes clouds in the sky. Those clouds send water back down to Earth to make new puddles. Water comes and goes as Earth recycles it from land to sky and back. The journey of water between land and sky is called the water cycle. The water cycle never stops. The sun's energy keeps it running. Small changes in temperature create big changes in water. Adding or subtracting heat drives the water cycle, turning liquid water into a gas and making puddles vanish. The water cycle has 3 stages: evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. And heat affects all of them. When sunlight warms water on a sidewalk, it evaporates into the air. The water goes from a liquid to a gas. We call the gas water vapor. Water vapor is usually invisible, so you rarely see it. But some water vapor, which we sometimes call humidity, is almost always there in the air. Most water evaporates from the surface of lakes, rivers, and oceans. But even your body evaporates water, heating it into a gas you breathe out. Sweat also evaporates, cooling you as it soaks up heat while also changing to water vapor. If air with water vapor is warmer and lighter than cooler air in the area, the water vapor rises up. As water vapor climbs higher, it starts to cool off. If it cools down enough, it will again change form and enter the next stage of the water cycle. You've seen condensation. It's the wet, shiny coat that grows on the outside of a cold drink. The tiny beads of water on the cold glass condensed from water vapor in the air. In nature, water vapor rises high into the sky. The gas eventually cools and changes as the microscopic bits of water join together to become tiny drops of liquid water. This is condensation. We can see the condensation from the ground. It's clouds. Wind and weather move clouds long distances. The water in a cloud over you might have come from a faraway sea or mountain. Condensation drops inside a cloud may grow larger and larger by clumping together and become full-sized raindrops. Eventually, the raindrops become so heavy they fall. This is the next step in the water cycle. Once water drops in clouds grow too heavy for the cloud's wind to hold them up, the water drops fall to Earth as precipitation. Mostly the precipitation is rain, but if the falling water is cold enough, it freezes to ice, which is the solid form of water. The frozen water may fall as hail, sleet, or snow. So precipitation from clouds falls to Earth. It drizzles on streets, snows in the woods, and rains in the ocean. Some soaks in, and some water flows into rivers and lakes. Meanwhile, water evaporates back into the air and condenses into new clouds. The water cycle continues on. Water is never really used up because Earth constantly recycles it. The water you drank at lunch might have once been ice in a mountain glacier. It could have been a cloud over ancient cities, or spit in a dinosaur's mouth. The water cycle creates weather, carves canyons, and forms habitats. It grows the food you eat and keeps your body healthy. The water cycle makes life possible.